Hey everybody, what is going on? Hexlex here. I got another Master Duel video for you. Coming at you with some more Ryzeal Mitsurugi. This time I'm actually taking my list directly from the #1 finisher in the latest season of Rating Duels. This was the Ryzeal Mitsurugi list used by Yugo Chenyin, I think is how you pronounce this user's name. So sorry if I was sure that I butchered that, but wanted to take this list almost card for card. The only change I've made is because this list was from last season. It was a 41 card list on 3 Habakiri. So I just took out the 3rd Habakiri because it's now semi-limited, and I'm just going to leave it at 40 cards for now. Now this is a variant of Mitsurugi that we have covered, this more minimalized Ryzeal package, now that Cross is banned in a more pure Mitsurugi deck. So wanted to take another list like this for a spin. This time we're going to go ahead and do it live on Ranked Ladder. As you can see, I was playing some Snake Eye Yummy last night, but let's go ahead and pivot right into Ryzeal Mitsurugi and get right on into it. Alright, we're already queuing up for our first game here. Let's see if we end up winning the coin flip. And we do! Perfect. Alright. So yeah, this deck will a lot of the times end up playing like pure Mitsurugi. However, the idea here is that this small Ryzeal package can not only add a lot to our end board, but thanks to Duo Drive, is pretty highly accessible as well. Or you could just, you know, raw open 2 of your 3 Ryzeal monsters. They're on 60 cards, they have grass sleeves, so it's on probably some amount of a grass deck here. I'm gonna go for pre-prep. Let's get Mirror and Habakiri. I don't actually know if it's better to open with Habakiri or to do Ryzeal stuff first here. I imagine it's probably better to do Habakiri first, right? Yeah, so we're gonna special summon the Saji. And go Saji effect. Okay, let's go ahead and get the ritual. Let's summon from hand first. I guess we'll just go ahead and summon the Habakiri, right? And then we can use the Kusanagi and an Aramasa. Let's summon in attack mode. Alright, let's go Chainlink 1. Target the ritual, of course. And then Chainlink 2. Yeah, because we can set up the rank 8 here. The Galaxy, like the Photon rank 8 if we wanted to. That'd be a good reason to... You know what, maybe we should add Wosu here, because I'm going to use the ritual to tribute from hand in order to summon from deck, right? I guess it doesn't super matter. I'll just get it. Why not? Have another one for later. Yeah, now we can go activate ritual again, but I'm gonna tribute summon the, or I'm gonna tribute rather the Futsu no Mitama that's in my hand, and then I can revive it with Mira by tributing the Habakiri. Just let my Murakumo revive even if they nib me. Okay, we're just gonna add prayers, right? Seems good. Alright, yeah, we're gonna revive. And we have not used, yeah, we've not used the tribute effect of either Habakiri or Murakumo here. Let's do it like this. Definitely gonna grab the Great Purification. You know what? I could even... I could revive one of the level 4s with prayers. Like, I could do both effects. Tribute and then search for, like... I'd just be getting another prayers, though, right? Like, I'm trying to think of a way if I can get, like, a Magatama on here, like, online as well. I don't really think I can, though. That's fine. That's not that big of a deal. You know what? I know I talked about going into the rank 8, but I think going into IP would just be smarter here. There's so many different options to go into. And it'll get that into the graveyard for us. I'm just thinking here, Add a Mitsurugi monster, special summon, so I could tribute this, like, revive a level 4. I think I will actually do that. I think that is actually fine. Tribute monster, yes. Let's tribute the Murakumo that's on field. And we'll do both effects. Now we can just add Wosu for follow-up. And we'll revive one of our level 4s, like Saji. Because I think this should get us an extra rank 4, right? Now we can go Chain Link 1. I'll just grab another Prayers here. Also recycles the mirror, which is pretty good. We could even add it off pre-prep again if we really wanted to. Do a little bit of deck thinning. That's like not the worst idea in the world. Or I could get Magaton. No, I'll just get Prayers. I think that's better. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna make IP with these two, just to make sure they're in the graveyard. Alright, we won't get the X Ryzeal search, but that doesn't matter. Don't need to activate that. Let's see. One more special summon to add a light pyro. So we can make any 2 rank 4s we want. Let me think which 2 I want. I mean, we're always gonna make detonators, so let's just make that first. Get ice. And then we can make detonator, we can pick up the aggregator that's in the graveyard. I'll just summon... I haven't used my normal summon. I was gonna say I'll send off my extra pre-prep, but I don't even have to do that. Wow. We could just make Dugaris if we really wanted to, for just some more materials. Or, not materials, rather, but draws. Yeah. We've done a lot of deck thinning, so hopefully we'll draw into some hand traps. I really should have made the Dugaris, like, and used this in order to make the IP. If possible. I'm sure there was a way I could have done it. That's beautiful. It makes me wish I would have searched the Magatama now, but obviously we could have known we were going to draw Prayers. Yeah, having the extra Dugaris body is a little bit awkward, but at the same time also kind of not, because it gives us something to go into with the IP, and we don't have to wait for, like, Futsu no Mitama to revive something. Necessarily. Alright, let's see what they do here. Tribute our detonator for a kaiju. Looks like it's gonna be Gamma Seal. That's annoying, but it's not the end of the world. Am I gonna revive Murakumo now, or should I wait and try to get the board wipe? No, let's revive now, because we can still just tribute it with Prayers and then revive. We can always do that. And then the next card they activate will force them to, like, discard a card as well, basically. It does suck to lose our detonator. That's a lot of our interaction, but far from all of it. It's Memento. I wondered with the icon. Discard a Memento card, then target a spell or trap card on the field and destroy it. What are they targeting? The Prayers. I guess we'll probably just chain Prayers then, right? Because this is a spell speed 1 effect. They discarded the Trihorn. Yeah, this is so fine. We'll chain. Tribute a monster, yes. Let's tribute the on-field Murakumo. Board's getting a little gummed up here, but that's not a huge deal. We'll do both effects. Murakumo's gonna revive off its own effect, so we'll just revive Habakiri here. The Ash Blossom will do just like Great Purification or something. We'll take Magatama, the last card we don't really have access to yet. Obviously would love to have that face down, but doesn't really look like we're probably gonna end up needing it anyway. We will activate the board wipe effect here. Because they've already committed their normal summon, and the Dark Blade is one of their main ways of getting their combo going. Harpy's Feather Duster. It's Impulse and Great Purification. I'm just trying to figure out if I need to chain Great Purification here. You know what? I think I will. We'll tribute Habakiri, and then it can revive. Okay, they're gonna change Sleepy, and I think I am going to... Okay, they're just gonna concede. They only had one card left in hand, so like, it didn't really matter what I did there, because if I Murakumo and they discard their other card, they don't have any materials left to fuse with, right? And the other idea was that I just let it go, and then I use my... Or no, not let it go, but I use my Dominus Impulse. I could let it go. It didn't really matter. I was just going to win that game. Pretty much no matter what there. Alright, sick. That was a pretty solid first game. Let's go into our next one. Let's jump right into it. Wow, finished 5 dailies with that as well. Love to see it. This person's on their rank up game. Sephiroth! Alright, we're going first again. Sick. Alright, let's see what this hand looks like. Not bad. We're definitely gonna draw face prayers here. Pretty easy. Plays around Joel Knockbird. If they Ash Blossom, that'll be really annoying. Yep, there it is. We do still have the Sword Ryzeal. I just have to make our plays using that. Like, we'll go normal summon. F. They're gonna chain Rescue Ace Impulse, eh? So it's Canine Vanquish Soul, but they're putting a monster on board, which is going to make my Dominus Impulse live, so even if they've got like a Holisu or an Izuna, I can Impulse that. I used my normal summon, so we're going to add X Ryzeal here. Draw 2, discard 1, sure. Let's see what the one ends up being. Caesar Valius. Okay. Sometimes you can get a read of what's in your opponent's hand based on what they send. Or what they discard from it when they have an option. I guess we just make King of the Feral Imps here, right? And just try to go for the Habakiri again. Duo Drive would grab Ice, which doesn't have anything in deck to summon. Detonator obviously is like a full stop to the combo. Yeah, this is going to get us the most amount of plays. We are locked into rank 4 for the rest of the turn. But that's fine. See, we already have Ritual, so we could probably just grab Prayers here. I actually should have thought about tributing the King of the Feral Imps there. I could have kept the Saji on board. Wait, I've already used Prayers this turn. We're just gonna add it anyway. I think we're just gonna add it anyway. That's fine. Yeah, I probably should have tributed the King of the Feral Imps there, right? Because they can't Imperm with a monster on board. And I'd rather have a level 4 out than a rank 4 to be able to make another rank 4. Hopefully it's not that big of a deal. Let's grab one of my Murakumos here, I think, would be the best way to do this. Or I could add Futsu no Mitama. Yeah, that's what we do. We add Futsu no Mitama, and then we send that from hand, and then we add Mirror, and then we revive it. Yep, there it is. Can wipe their fire attacker, which will be kind of nice too. Not that it'll really matter, just them not having another body. Not having to deal with that. We can even chain block, that's nice. Not that it really matters, they already used Ash Blossom. Do I need Mirror, though? Let me think. So, I'm gonna grab Mirror, activate Mirror, Tribute Habakiri, Revive. Yeah, I mean, there's no reason not to, right? You know, I think it's actually fine that we didn't Tribute King of the Pharaohs, because we're not really gonna get to summon a level 4 anyway, because we've already used Prayers this turn. And then, yeah, I'm gonna set all these. Probably only set one of the impulses. There's no reason to set both. That's not bad. Beats Detonator Pass, or not doing anything if we didn't have Ryzeal cards. Vanquish Soul start. I'm gonna make you discard for that, I think. There's no reason not to, yeah. Very nice to get this effect in against Vanquish Soul in particular, which really cares about having as many cards in hand as possible. They let it... Oh, because it's the activation. Wow, I'm an idiot. It wasn't the effect. Wow, I wasn't even thinking. That was so dumb of me. I was supposed to wait until they actually activated the effect to do that. So they're going to set one card and then go Case for Canine. That's actually fine. Because if they Jokul summon another level 5, I can just chain Prayers and board wipe here. It's a Lantern. Without a level 5 in the yard. Or a Canine. It only revives Canine, it's not any level 5. Ah, I see. With their last card being Lantern, I can impulse the Lantern. Alright, I like this. Why not? Get a free search in. We'll tribute a monster, but we're only gonna add here. Not both, because then we won't have room for the Murakumo. Chain link 1, Murakumo, chain block it with the mirror. Izuna's live, we already know their last card is Lantern, so that doesn't matter. Why not? Sick. Lantern. I'm actually got a great purification that, I think. It doesn't really matter what I do to it, but we're gonna negate it either way. Then our Impulse has a trap card in the graveyard. Yep, that sounds about right. All right. Wow, that was a really clean, quick 2 going first games. All right, love to see it. Go ahead and show you the list again here. So yeah, I mean, I think with those games alone, it's really easy to see how even just playing 3 Ryzeal monsters in your main deck adds so much to your pure Mitsurugi line. So much so that I really think this deck has a noticeable leg up on like other pure Mitsurugi decks. And also why in my tier list, which I think is going to come out before this video, I actually put Ryzeal Mitsurugi specifically above like other pure Mitsurugi decks. Because again, even if all you have is like a couple of your Mitsurugi level 4 monsters, you can still make a duo drive, grab a couple of your Ryzeal cards, and then just pop off with those, make another like a Dugaris and a Detonator. Really like the options that we have here. Honestly, this might be a little bit of a surprise to some folks, but I think this particular variant of Mitsurugi even borders on tier 1. It's been putting up a lot of results in official tournaments, in community tournaments, particularly in the rating duels for Season 50. The top 10 decks had 3 different players that were on this style of Ryzeal Mitsurugi. We actually talked about that particular breakdown over on the Patreon. If you're interested in seeing that video, it's over there, patreon.com/hexlex. But yeah, definitely gonna play and experiment with this style of Mitsurugi deck a lot more. I think there's a lot to it and it seems really strong. Thank you as always for checking these games out and watching all the way to the end. Super appreciate that, but really appreciate anybody who watches and or supports the channel. And speaking of supporting the channel, let's move on to our outro so we can thank our YouTube members and Patreon subscribers for their very generous support. Hey everybody, Hexlex here. Thank you so very much for watching all the way to the very end of the video, which by the way is one of the best ways to support the channel. Speaking of supporting the channel, take a look at the names on screen. These are folks who've been so generous as to either join as a YouTube member or subscribe over on patreon.com/hexlex to support. There's also perks for doing so. If you would like to see YouTube videos early, as well as some exclusive videos that get uploaded to YouTube, but for one reason or another I decide not to publish, definitely go ahead and hit that join button to see content early as well as some exclusive content. If you're looking for more exclusive content, over on patreon.com, I upload exclusive videos that are not posted on YouTube just about every single day. Whether you choose to subscribe over on Patreon, join as a YouTube member, or simply continue to watch, your support is greatly appreciated. Thank you so very much. But for now, this is Hexlex. I am signing out, and I hope that you have a fantastic day.